All right, guys, we're live. We're calling some fresh real estate beads leads. You can check them out at tryreb.com. Right now, they're running a promo. If you put in $5,000, they'll give you a free $2,500. So you'll have $7,500 in spend. They are another fantastic PPL company who we use. We love them. We brought on someone new today, the Equity Thief.
Yes, sir.
Lewis, what's your last name, bro?
Rodriguez.
Louis Rodriguez out of Jacksonville. And he does nationwide too. So this will be awesome. A lot of people aren't used to having to comp shit, really talk to the people, do it all at the same time, to where it sounds like you do the same thing I do, bro. Where we just gotta lead comes in, we gotta figure it out.
It's just problem solving, right?
Oh yeah.
Most people that I speak to are so concerned on what the comps are, but it's really like, what's the problem your seller has and how can you solve it for them?
I would say a lot of our stuff, though, that comes in, we just don't even work with them because it doesn't make sense. We go nationwide, but I don't like really tertiary markets. Like, what is your bare minimum you'll do a deal in?
600 people.
600 people? Like, you'll just do an ovation in there and try and get it done?
Hey, how much Humansville, Dom, how much did we get on that novation fee on that house? Yeah, it was like just under 50K in 30 days, 45 days.
Probably within 60.
He said about 60 days.
That's pretty
600 people. Dude, it was wild. And that's like a mind blower. No. We were just talking about he doesn't like to do tertiary. Where's the deal you have in New Mexico? How many people are there?
Duck?
Yeah, Duck. Cliff. Yeah. How many?
132.
132 people.
You're kidding me. What's the condition of those bitches?
Is it good? It's a good house, right? That Duck house? They're not bad usually. That's why we're like, and
you got to do a good house, bro. You can't do trash houses in tertiary small markets like that.
No. 1,500. Where was that? Newton, Texas, 45 banger. Dude, they have nowhere to go. They don't like.
That's crazy. Are these owner occupied?
Yeah. Yeah. I hate dealing with investors.
I hate these owner-occupied novations are always a pain in my ass.
Yeah,
they're a pain in my ass. But now you got me.
How do you guys pitch it?
White glove service.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we're just gonna bring in someone else. We'll handle everything else for you. You don't need to worry about anything.
I like that. I have a whole roundabout to take people on, but it's basically the same. It's third party.
Yeah, like we just tell them like someone else is going to buy this. We go over the documentation with them and everything else. Like someone else is going to buy it. It doesn't quite fit our criteria, but we need to get it at this price so we know we can get it done for you. And then we just keep it going. And like we just tell them like we're going to get it done, but we're not in the business of just locking up deals to say we locked up a deal because it's just going to honestly cost us a bunch of money.
Yep.
To where we locked one up in, where is this one? Winter Park, Florida. A good one. She lives in Belize, and this house we got it at $425. It's worth $530.
Yeah,
it's pretty updated. We'll put it on the market like $475. It's vacant, so like we can do whatever we need. We'll send over some cleaners, get all that handled, and we'll be fucking golden.
Yep.
So like those ones are really nice.
Yeah. But it's do you find that when you get to the house it's not what you expected?
All the time, bro. All sellers are liars.
Yeah.
I have an entire
all sellers are liars.
I have an entire thing on my Instagram where like I'll pull up the Google Drive file that they send to us and I'll just scroll through it. I'm like, all right, so here's what this fucker said. Here's what is actually happening. Because they're all liars, bro. They're all liars.
They're all liars. We had somebody tell us 2 people in their family died this week. Didn't we? Oh yeah, we had a guy a couple months ago. Yeah, his son and then his grandson died. And we're like, dude, come on, man. Like, if you need something, like, let's work through it. But you don't have to put that shit on us.
I get that.
Don't you put that on me, Bobby.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. I get that.
Yeah, we're on Instagram. What's up, man? That's my partner, Dom.
Oh yeah.
But bro, now you got me thinking, because we get sometimes, bro, we'll get 200 leads a week.
Wow.
And like because we have our marketing pretty dialed. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you use anybody?
We use these guys.
Yep.
We use Lead Zolo.
Yep.
We use one other one. We use a cold calling company. And
in Colombia?
No, Egypt.
Oh, okay.
I don't use Scott. I love Scott. But
okay.
I don't use Scott. Scott's too pricey for me.
Yeah. That guy who you just had here, so he owned Cash Geeks in Jacksonville. They were selling to hedge funds. They did like 5,000 transactions in 4 years. He knows Scott pretty well, but he had 60 VAs cold calling for him.
Internally?
Yeah. No, 60 VAs. Yeah. They were his VAs. He was managing them all, boot camps, trainings, Monday,
just for
meetings.
his company.
Just for his company, because they were selling everything to hedge funds. I mean, they were just
so what it stopped like
houses.
2 years ago.
Yep, it stopped 2 years ago, and we were trying to figure out what to do next. Me and my business partner were just doing local stuff, but doing really well with it. So he asked us if we would help him with something. He wanted to work on how to get rid of VAs, so we built a system that does like AI phone calls for cold calling.
The Speakly guy.
Yes. Yeah.
My only thing with that is robo dial laws, because I used to own a call center and I had 100+ people working for me. Like same thing. We had employees in like 13 different countries, like full soup to nuts fucking operation. It was big. And then we started to have to handle lawsuits for people. And then I saw the AI shit coming down the pipe and I was like, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. Like the writing's on the wall.
Well, and that's the hard part, is you have to have language that allows certain follow-up and how long and all of that in there. It can be a pain, but I mean, people are cold calling from multiple line dialers to cell phones regardless. So
oh yeah, bro, it's gonna happen regardless. And it's kind of the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
I think about, because it's illegal to send live broadcasts in Florida, right?
I don't
RVM.
I don't know if it is.
I thought it was. The Zach Ginn kid was telling me about it. And so I was like, okay, I think that's illegal.
It might be. Oh, yeah.
And so that was like my connection right there. It'd be like, okay, if you're doing an AI call, it's just a glorified robocall if they find out, and then you're just going to get fucking dinged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we've done like 2 million calls and haven't had any issues yet. So
I love it.
We'll see.
How many people can yours dial an hour? Like,
20,
well, at least at a time. Yeah, like it can do insane numbers, right?
And do 10,000 in 30 minutes. It's the most insane thing. It's like, imagine lighting a pile of money on fire, because when you, first off, you just burn through it. Because you're burning through it, you're paying a higher rate to dial that many lines. So instead of you paying a penny initiation and a penny for a call, you're like 6, 7, 8 pennies, but you're doing 10,000 calls. So it happens fast.
And like all your tokens essentially get eaten up is the thing I think about.
Yeah.
I know Steve Trang really well, and we're testing out his leads manager. And he's like, the biggest thing that'll fucking kill me is like token usage. Because I was about just to fucking light the world on fire. He's like, slow down, because it can eat so much money so fast.
It does.
I don't necessarily want to do that yet.
We focus it strictly on PPC and Facebook. We have the language that protects us. It's certain ways it's used. We've gotten out of the cold calling. The results are just better too. When somebody opts in to be spoken to by you, and then you have a bot that's calling from your company, they're not as upset as when you're just cold calling people who have no clue who you are.
Okay, so these are opt-in people, and it's just like, so what we have, we have Simply as our CRM, and they have their AI bot that does it, but it's not. I love them, but it's not quite up to snuff yet to handle like a hot PPC lead. And so that's why we're doing Steve's thing to do it that way, because I like Steve. Obviously, Steve's really good at sales, and so it goes well.
Yeah, he's got a big audience too.
That's interesting, bro. How long you
Yeah.
guys been doing that?
2 years.
What did you build it on? Air AI?
That was who we started with, but they were limited, so we had to have a team build it out. And so there's like 12 engineers who have built it out. It's constantly being updated and changed. It's still not like you said. It's not like, did you use Air?
No. When I tested it, I was like,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Very much
like
so.
it's okay. But like, is this going to change the world for us? I didn't really think so.
No, but it does make it a little bit easier, right? So, like I get when we get leads in, we always want to call them 5 minutes. We want to triple dial them, text them, double dial, text
Yep.
them, single dial, text them. But if you can't get a hold of somebody after a week or 2 weeks, it's like, hey, throw it into the AI pit and let them call them 4, 5, 6 times a day. And eventually, when they get somebody on the line, we usually only ask a few questions: condition of the house, did you really want to sell? What's the price you're looking for? Are you actually interested in selling? Will you talk to somebody right now? If they say yes to all of that, it just live transfers to us. We hop on the phone with them and start talking. But it's really just a way to like invigorate a dead lead for the most part. It's not handling selling.
The hard part too with with online traffic that doesn't convert immediately is like we have I think 700 no contact leads right now of like online stuff that essentially just gets hounded all day. So that's what it's good for, because someone needs to hit it. Their event, they are interested.
Yeah. And you just can't sit there and remember, or like you can, but it's just so much easier when their phone rings 4, 5, 6 times a day from the same number. You know, it's just that's the way we've been using it. But like you said, it's just the technology isn't there yet. There's interruptions. It has a hard time understanding certain things. Like sometimes you might say you're not interested in selling, but sure, I would talk to you for more information, and it can't decipher between what's actually being said to it or not. You know, because you already said you're not interested in selling, but sure, you'd talk more. So it'll just like hang up the phone.
Like, are your developers building it on Chat GPT or no?
No, they're using not Gemini, but a different one.
Claude. I don't think Claude has good voice.
No. He's over doing it. What do you call it? An onboarding right now with somebody, so I can't even ask him. But if I think about it, I'll spit it out real fast. Yeah.
Let's hop into some calls, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Our first. Can you see that first one I sent in the chat?
Let me see here. Yep.
Awesome. Let me call this other lady first, real quick. And honestly, the goal is just to lock them up, bro. You got me kind of fired up by saying you're doing novations in those smaller markets.
Dude, I can't believe you're not. Because why don't you just tell them straight up? What's the worst is going to happen?
It's just not the time and effort that goes into them is what's a pain. Like, are you guys doing flat fee in those markets, or are you paying an agent?
Flat fee.
Yeah.
Everybody. I used to work for a company that Zillow was like, we were like their top 10 teams in the country. 90% of people in the country buy a house, and they typically start with Zillow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So as long as the property's on Zillow, that's really all that matters for the most part. But you'd be interested to know that like a lot of times in these tertiary markets, it's the neighbor.
Like someone's like, "Oh, I'll buy that, bro." Like, I want this next to me.
I want my mom here, my brother, sister, whatever. I don't want any neighbors. I mean, they already live in the middle of nowhere. You know, so they're just thinking they're gonna have.
That's fascinating, bro.
Yeah, that house that we sold in Humansville with 500 people, the neighbor bought it. He called us like for weeks, just like, "Hey, want it at this price? I know which price you guys have it at. Hey, I want it at this price." We're like, "Dude, we're not giving it to you at that price." And I think we had it up. We were trying to make like 80, and he like I said, I think he let us walk away with like 50. We stole. I mean, we got the house for less than the guy got it for in 2015, and he had updated it.
But if you can do an updated one, and this was owner occupied too.
He's a truck driver, so he's like, dude, I'm just never at the house. And I said, yeah, well, nobody lives in that town either, so I don't know what we're gonna do. And he's like, you just do whatever you need to get that thing sold, man. I just don't want to keep paying the mortgage. And what we'll do too is like, if people say that to us, we'll loan mod them.
So what? You'll call the bank for them, tell the bank like, hey, we need to put it like behind 6 months. Like, give us a loan modification for 6 months.
Dude, give me a break. Yeah, give me a break here. I need 90 days. I need six months. Do something for me. What can you do for me? We're always trying to figure out what we can do. Because then you're telling, because that's the other side of it. If your seller's like, it's tight, I'm running out of cash, you're like, what if I could stop the bank and get you this number and we'll do it in 90 days?
How many do you actually perform on? My other thing is like these tertiary markets are hard to make happen.
I have 69 under contract right now. I would say out of the 69, at least 50 will close.
That's decent. Like that's honestly regular numbers.
Yeah, we're like at 70 to 75. Now, some of those markets are definitely way longer. Like I have one in Alabama right now that we've had since April. I don't want to have it since April. He can't go any lower, and this will be like, there's nothing else we can really do at this point. So he's like, hey, as long as you guys are trying, you're trying. But all it is.
What is your pitch, bro? Now you got me interested. Like, what is your pitch?
I don't care about your house. I just want to know what your problem is. Like, there's no reason you're coming to me to sell your house, right? Other than you have something major going on in your life that's causing you to sell this thing to get out from it. So what is it? How do I help you? What's the issue? We bought people food trucks. Yeah. Like really? I had a house in Texas, $650,000 listed for 4 months. Wanted to buy a food truck, put a deposit down on the food truck, $10,000. Wanted to move to Chicago. Wife just left him. He wants to sell the house, doesn't care about it, and he had like $400K in equity. His real estate agent, it was at month 4. We just said to him, hey, dude, fire your agent. We'll give you the $40,000 to buy the house. So we did contract for deed on the house. We'll give you the $40,000 to buy the food truck, and then we'll sell your house. So we just literally, I think we got it at 400 and then sold it like 450, 500, something like that. But all we had to do was just get him the 40 grand and get contract for deed for a year at minimal payments until then. And then it sold quickly. But a lady at Tesla too.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I had a lady, husband died, similar situation. She had a ton of equity in the house. We were making $60K on the assignment fee, but the bank kept fucking with us because she wasn't on the mortgage. It was her husband's, but he was dead. So they kept giving us a hard time. Her car died in the middle of our deal. So she was really unhappy about, she didn't have a car. And she was an Uber driver, a DoorDash driver.
Oh, so shit. So she couldn't make any money.
She couldn't make any money. So I hit her with, hey, these guys are saying it could be like 30 days. If I buy you a car this weekend, would you give me $25,000 off the price of the house? And she goes, if you buy me a car tomorrow, I'll give you $25,000 off the price of the house. So I took her to the Toyota dealership the next day at 9:00 in the morning, and we went and bought her a Tesla, put it in our name, titled it, insured it, everything. She had an allowance of how long she was allowed to drive it for. And at closing, we obviously had a contract. We sent the contract to title, and I think we paid 30 for it. She gave us back 32 and took 25 off the price of the house. It's just solving the problem. You know,
how many are you doing a week? How many are you locking up a week to do that many novations?
So my partner and I don't spend a ton of time on the phones. Like today, I only made 4 calls today, but I locked up a contract on 4 phone calls. And I've been on the phone for about 2 hours and 8 minutes today total.
That's a lot of talk time for 4 phone calls, though. That's insane.
Well, that's a contract. If we spend 2 hours on the phone, we're getting a contract. But we have so much other stuff. We have properties, teams, we have flips, we have the AI company, we have a community. So we have so much stuff going on. This is kind of like our stepchild, kind of, because you can't wholesaling. You can only scale so much, right?
No, 67 active contracts too sounds like a nightmare.
It's a lot. And we have 3 transaction coordinators, and there's 2 buyers, and then I got 1 dispo guy.
And the dispo guy takes all those calls.
He hates it. He absolutely hates it. And he's got a VA who used to be one of our sales guys who moved to Brazil, so he helps. But like they're both drowning.
Are you going to hire more, or you're just like, hey, this is a part of the game?
That's the question, right? Because we want to get into more coaching.
Okay.
So we want to spend more time in coaching, but you still have to do deals in coaching, right? I mean, you don't have to, but it's always easier.
But you have to if you want to maintain credibility until you're so big, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And so, I mean, a lot of deals we have coming in right now are JV deals from the people we're just showing how to do this. So that's what we really try and focus on, is like spending our time on who actually wants to sell. I don't want to deal with all that other stuff. I don't want to fact find. I don't want to deal with that. Like, you want to sell? How do we make that happen? How do I make a profit? How do I get you on your way? Let's lock it up.
And so what are you, 80% novation?
Yeah. I would say it's like 70 to 80% novation. We'll do sub 2 novation. And then very little cash. If it is cash, it's almost like we're buying it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, do you do much cash right now?
We have 10. One of them is cash.
Yeah. I have 1 cash right now.
I like the cash ones though.
I love them. You get paid quick.
Yeah, you get paid. That's the hard part with these fucking novations. It's such a long time horizon, but we don't have any marketing costs, which is nice. So that's how.
Yeah, I like that.
We're just gonna get our team.
By doing deals?
Huh?
By community deals?
Community deals, and I have a really big brand.
I like that. That's nice.
Like I have a really big brand, community deals, and so like we'll just give up a split to a provider. And it doesn't matter to me, like, because we operate essentially with zero overhead then.
Yeah.
And so that makes it really, really nice. Because last year I tried to do novations in these small markets, and I was like, bro, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I think the key is great houses. It has to be a good house. Like it can't need repairs, bro.
No. And you're absolutely correct. It cannot need repairs. It has to be livable. It has to be a good house. When they are jacked up, there's no saving them.
No one's gonna buy it, bro. It's just, especially Midwest markets, no one's gonna buy it. Yeah. We don't do anything in Michigan. Like I refuse to do deals in Michigan. Nobody wants to buy houses up there.
Yeah, I'm the same way. JV send me just stuff in Detroit. I'm like, I just hit delete as soon as they send it to me.
Yeah, bro. Like, we can't do anything with that, dude. We've had houses to where there's a comp right next to it sold for 170. We couldn't get the house sold at 20 grand. And it was like a decent house, and like we just couldn't get it sold.
Yeah, those are always the confusing ones that I look at, because there are some markets that we find that in, like it just doesn't make sense how the houses are selling and how you can't sell yours on the same street.
Same street, like same everything. So like we try and avoid the north, like anything up there, like Michigan all the way across. We'll try and avoid it. We get some stuff in like New Jersey area and Massachusetts that are okay. But then New York, to me, with the attorneys and stuff, it's too much of a headache.
A complete disaster. New York,
like it's a lot.
Yeah.
My friend Greg Helbeck does deals up there, and so we'll send it to him and like, bro, just fucking handle it.
Yeah.
And it's worth it for us that way. But New York is tough. I don't really even like Alabama unless you're in a good market. Unless you're in a bigger market, because I don't want small fees. But now we'll go back and assess. Like, okay, how many of these things are actually livable, and can we just like, hey, here's what we're gonna do?
Yeah. We do a lot in Alabama. Alabama's good to us.
Yeah, not a big fan
Surprisingly,
of Alabama. We like Florida, Texas, California.
I didn't like Texas as much, or New Mexico.
New Mexico, there's not, because like New Mexico's so unpopulated.
Yes. And you can't see anything quick when you're talking to somebody. So it's like, I know we can use our softwares. Like I use PropStream and I use Zillow mainly when I'm talking to a seller,
Yeah.
but it's so hard to be like, well, go look at your neighbor's house. We don't know what it's sold for, but does it look like this? And it doesn't get you anywhere.
No, not at all. Like I like the most expensive markets in the country: Florida, Texas, California. If we get anything in California and it's in like a town, you should be able to fucking do something with it.
Pretty
Right.
much. Yeah.
If you get anything in Florida and it's in a town, you should be able to do something with it. It's a little bit slower right now, but you should still be able to do something with it. Same thing with Texas.
How do you do on the West Coast though of Florida?
West Coast, like fucking inside by Alabama.
Well, basically the whole West Coast of Florida. I try and stay away as much as possible.
It's been dead.
Yeah, but because they got smashed by hurricanes for 4 straight years. There's billions of dollars in local repairs.
We can't do anything up top in the Panhandle. I've tried.
Yeah.
We can't do anything. We don't do any condos. I'll tell them like, if you want to give me the condo, we'll do something. But if not, like I will tell them like out the gate immediately. Like, unless you want to give me this condo, I'm not going to be able to help you out.
I've pretty much just started telling people, if you're not okay with even talking about half of whatever Zillow says, we shouldn't have this conversation anymore.
Condos?
With anything over there on the West Coast, we had a duplex, which we thought was going to be a banger of a deal. It had Airbnb, but it got flooded out. It made good money. Everybody we spoke to was like, I'll give you half of what you have it at.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Crazy on a duplex, like that's making money on Airbnb, and you're going to give half of what we have it at. And we weren't trying to be pigs. I mean, we usually are, but we know what people are going to pay for it, right? It's all there's a formula to it. So as long as you're lower than the formula, you should be able to spark most people's interest.
The west side of, like, we have a couple in Palm Bay right now. I think that's more in the middle. Maybe Tampa side.
Yeah, Tampa can be hit or miss.
Palm
Bay. Yeah, Texas, the East Coast is good.
Is Palm Bay like closer to the East Coast?
It is on the East Coast. Yeah, you're right under Melbourne. So it's it's south of Orlando.
So we have a couple over there.
Yeah.
Some in Texas. We should see if we get some in Baltimore this week. We'll probably lock up at this office building that we'll be able to make some decent money on. But yeah. Now you really have me reconsidering everything, because what I might do is, just because we're hiring on a new sales rep right now, I may hire on like 3. Because if we can really lock them up on those tertiary markets, we have so many leads. We don't need a wizard on the phone, bro. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have someone who's good, but just lock them up in a tertiary market if it's a nice house, and we can negotiate decent enough, we should be able to make some money.
There's nobody calling them.
No, absolutely, bro, there's no, because we move them to dead immediately. Like, I'll look at it. Yeah. We've been through this. Even when we're doing like lead Zillow Marketplace, we will I filter by at least 20,000.
Wow. Okay.
Like, I want it to be 20,000 plus.
Yeah.
That makes it easier for us to actually get something going.
I agree.
But if you're going below 20,000, that's brave.
We just don't. I mean, it's hard to feel comfortable with it, because when you
I've just burnt thousands of dollars a month doing it, is the thing. Like, between flat fees and photos, I've burnt thousands, because we've locked up 30 in a month and like moved 3. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is when I first got started doing nationwide, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're getting them for cheap, right? Because like, we're just saying, hey, there's 500 people who live here, right? How can anybody pay for this? Like, how is anybody going to pay that number? You know, it's got to be at such a knockout number. It makes sense for us to do it. And they know that they have no options.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the best part. And then if it's something silly that you can help fix, like sometimes people don't want to sell because they think their roof is too old, or it is, but like you can give that credit at closing.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing that people don't understand with novations. We do everything through credits. We're never going to fix anything. We'll just do everything through credits.
Yeah, we do the same way. We'll clean it, power wash it if necessary, just to try and maximize those little things. But we don't want to spend more than $1,000.
Exactly.
I mean, we've sent Uber drivers with pizza to the house to save money on photos. Like, dude, I'll give you a $30 tip if you go and take photos in this house.
Yeah, we just do notaries. We can pay a notary $50.
Yeah.
We can pay. Do you guys use Investor Boots?
No.
Have you used them before?
No. What's that?
They're really good. They have like just a nationwide network of like people getting photos for you. They're a little bit on the more expensive side, but it is a godsend. And tell them I sent you so I get paid.
Yeah. Send me, if you have a link, send it to me.
But they're good, bro. Like if it's ever in a weird market, our number one is like, okay, do we have someone in that market who can do it? No. All right, awesome. Use Investor Boots. It'll cost us like $150.
Okay.
Great. They handle everything. They show up on time. They're super professional. I don't have to worry about it. And then we just got photos back on one of them. And I was like, these photos are not acceptable. Send someone back. Like, I'm not paying for this.
Okay.
And so I know I'll get a whole new set of photos.
I like that, though.
Home Jab is a little bit more expensive.
Yes.
I would use, because I'm not going to use Home Jab on the first set of photos. I'll use Home Jab on the second set of photos.
Yes. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that way it looks professional. I can get everything edited out. I'll use Home Jab on that second set. But on the first set of photos, what I just need to get like, okay, what does this look like? What are we getting into?
Yeah. Your discovery photos.
Exactly. And so we can get those for $50. We pay Home Jab $300.
Yep.
Completely different. And that's what I like to do if we are going to use Home Jab.
Yeah. We're the same way. And then Bake Home, Brokerless, Unreal Estate.
I like Bake Home the most. Lately, I don't like their IVR system that it takes for someone to get a hold of you.
Yes. It's a pain.
And Brokerless was like, well, we can't do it in this state. We can't do it in this state. And their UI is not very good. You know, like operating with them is kind of tough. And like, there's like 4 dudes who do it. You hop on a phone with them. They're kind of short. Like, it's like the wild, wild west. Like the dudes who operate those companies.
Wild West.
It is the fucking wild, wild west.
He was in an airport where the first time I spoke to the guy, I can't think of what his name is right now, but he was like in an airport yelling at somebody in the middle of us talking. I'm like, am I okay to like give you this contract right now? Like, what's going on,
bro? It is the wild, wild west. Using Bake Home to me feels the most professional. There's like 3 other ones, and like they'll text me at like 11 o'clock at night, like, hey, here's what I can get done for you, bro.
I like that.
To where those 3 are, if we don't have Bake Home available, we'll use them, but Bake Home will work in Texas, Florida, and California. I don't think anybody can do stuff in Oklahoma, according to our flat fee people.
Yep. I think you're right.
They can't do stuff. A lot of the places up north, you can't do stuff either. And that's another reason why we pulled out.
I didn't know that. We pretty much stay southern.
Just like in that Sun Belt area?
Kind of. I mean, we have a couple in Washington. We have California. I think we did one in Utah.
Washington's a good one, bro. Washington's a really good one.
I have 2 this week that are giving me headaches.
For what reason? Because like people want to live in Washington. It's a nice place.
So we got one near Seattle. The seller inherited 36 properties that has a what do you call it? Somebody sitting at the house.
Squatter.
A squatter. So I guess in Washington, the squatter laws are like crazy.
They're brutal,
their favor. Bro. So
anything on the West Coast will be brutal.
Yeah, and then because he inherited it, he missed payments for months because he didn't like have everything organized. So by the time it was all said and done, he was like, I'm just giving this back to the bank. Like in the middle of our contracts, like, I'm just giving this back to the bank. Like, you can't do that. He's like, it's too much of a headache. I'm not dealing with this anymore. And just signed the deed over. Yeah. And we're like fighting him right now, looking to see what we can do about it. But we're like, dude, I've never even heard of somebody doing that. And I mean, it's a pretty jacked up situation, but we were willing to work with him on it. And then I have another place. It's a townhouse. They have a $75,000. What is it when they fix up the house? When they assessment, a $75,000 assessment on the neighborhood. Yep. And then she hasn't paid her mortgage or the HOA in like 8 months. So it's like,
oh, bro,
over
they're coming.
$100,000. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
they're
over
coming.
$100,000. And so we got it in a spot where there was still money. Like we were going to give her 30 and we were still going to make money. But now when they brought out the 75K assessment, we're like, oh, this is done.
Yeah, that's over. I would say that one is not a Washington specific one. That one's
no.
a bad deal.
Yeah.
The other one though, West Coast, Oregon, Washington, California, it's going to be very, very left-leaning tenant laws.
Yeah.
But then if you're doing cash stuff, all the buyers are very accustomed to it. Right. Of just being like, hey, I'll buy it sight unseen, bro. I don't care. Like, it just has to be at a good enough number. To where a lot of times, like if we're dealing with squatters, we'll try and work out cash for keys in our local market. If not, you can just tell the seller, like, hey, here's the situation. Here's a price that mitigates the risk. This is the number you're going to need to be at.
That's not a bad way to do it.
Hey, bro, let's try and get some of these calls in.
Yeah.
Who's this? This one, first one is Cindy. Let me give her a call.
Hello.
Hey, Cindy, how you doing?
I'm good.
Awesome. We're still interested in selling this place out in Santa Maria?
I am. What questions can I answer so that I can, find out?
Okay. I mean,
how this works.
How much were you looking to get out of it when you sold this one?
Well, we're probably looking at like 720.
Around 720. Any reason in particular for that price as I get it pulled up?
Well, because like the house down the street, about 300 or 400 feet smaller, and we have a built-in pool. It doesn't have a pool, and so by just seeing, and there isn't anything for sale in our area because it's a real desirable area. So, that's what we're looking at. It has a new roof. It has a brand new water heater. It has a new pool pump on it. We've redone the kitchen, the bathrooms. We put new floors down. It's been painted inside and out. So it's ready.
Okay. Can I just share with you real quick how these calls typically go with our clients?
Sure.
Awesome. So everybody wants to know how much we can get them, what our process looks like, and how long our process takes. Am I really missing anything?
Yeah, no. That's
Great.
about right.
And just in order for me to figure out whether or not we can help you guys out or not, I'm going to have to ask you a bunch of questions like I have been. Some of them may even come across as personal. But at the end of it, my entire goal is just to help you guys sell the property. If at any point in time I feel like we're not a good fit, I'll let you know. Likewise, I just want to do the same thing. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
But if we can come to terms on price and everything else that's important to you guys, would you be able to commit to working with us?
Sure.
Great. And I'm guessing you own this with your husband?
I do.
Great. And he's on board with it too, at least with the idea of selling?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to sell it one way or the other. We're going to sell it. Yeah. Our daughter left for Idaho today, so we'll be right behind them, as soon as it sells. So.
Did she go off to college or what's going on?
No, they moved. They didn't have a home, so they didn't own a home, so they were able to go ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
They left us behind.
Okay, awesome. Well,
we got the grandkids, so.
You got to keep the grandkids?
We're doing okay. They have one child and he's 3. So he's staying with us until they get all settled. So
Oh, that's awesome. I know my mom
Yeah.
loves it when she gets our son.
yeah. Yeah. I told them they could stay there. I'm keeping Parker.
I love it. Well,
They love
I'm so glad you reached out to us. We actually just sold a couple, so we have a little bit of funds to be able to buy another one.
Okay.
It looks like a really good area. What's the reason you guys are even considering selling it? Is it just to go to Idaho?
Yeah, my daughter, her husband got transferred there. His job transferred him. They closed their company in California and said you'll either be without a job or you can go to Idaho. And I'm like, oh, okay, Idaho it is.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's really nice here. It's beautiful weather. We're only 30 minutes from Santa Barbara. And I mean, this is where we always wanted to live, and here we are living our dream. But
What part of Idaho are you going to go to?
We're going near Boise.
Okay, we're buying a house in Nampa right now, actually. Just
Actually, that's the town we're going to.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to Nampa. I didn't want to. Most people don't know where that's at, so I'm like, well, it's Boise, but Nampa's actually where we're going.
Yeah, we're buying
You're
a
buying
really beat up house out in Nampa. Yeah.
Oh, funny. That's where we're headed, Nampa.
That's awesome. I love the area.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
What's the reason you guys don't just list this with a realtor?
I guess we could. I don't want to spend the extra money, and just having people. I have the grandson. We still have 3 kids out of our 8 at home, and my husband's a disabled vet, so
Wow.
he's in bed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have to get him up and take him out of the house, and it's just it's a hassle. It's hard. It's more work for me because I'm the one who has to do almost everything.
Uh-huh.
When you have a spouse that's sick, that's a lot. It's a lot of work for me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't know that I can do it. If I can do it, if we can come to terms that it would be, financially, the right thing for us to do. Otherwise, we will have to probably use a realtor. And I was a realtor for many, many years. So I retired 5 years ago. So, so it's, I know how it goes. You know what I mean? And I just hate people walking through the house, and possibly stealing things. And they're really good at that lately,
Exactly.
So,
And I mean, I guess you know how investors need to buy things that if you've been a realtor for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's usually the biggest disconnect. I mean, honestly, Cindy, how negotiable would you guys be? You said 7:30?
I'm sorry. Your phone cut out. What did you say?
You said you guys were asking 7:30?
Yeah.
How negotiable would you guys actually be on that price?
I don't know. I mean, if we could get, around, right around 700, I would be good to go. But I think it would sell really quick. I've had people drive up here and ask to buy it already that have just heard that it's going to be up for sale. So, and this one couple from Texas wanted it really bad. But they wanted us out in 15 days, and we weren't ready. I mean, we didn't have any place to go in 15 days, and they were going to pay cash. And I think it'll sell really quick. It's probably the nicest house on the street. Our front yard's really pretty. It's, it's nice on the inside. The girl next door wants to buy it, but she doesn't have the money to buy it. So, well, I'd like a lot of things too, but you gotta have money.
I get that. I get that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, one down the street sold 301 sold I guess about 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, and it sold for 679, and it it was thrashed, but they went in and just put, I don't know, they went in and just did the kitchen and flooring and paint, and then threw it back on the market pretty quick. So, but it went for 79, and its backyard wasn't done, the front yard's not done. It's not as big as ours. So,
You're talking about the 301 Julian?
Yeah. I was shocked it sold for 500. It was thrashed. People that lived there had just thrashed it. I think he got sick and passed away, and her family sold it. So.
Yeah, man. Based off of what I'm seeing, I think we could possibly get 730 if we absolutely blow it out of the water. We could get 750. But I mean, investors typically, like you said, if we're gonna go in and we want to make a little bit of profit, we'd need to be in the low sixes at least. Just paying money on buying the house,
Yeah. Okay.
Would that even be something you guys would consider if it was cash and you didn't have to have people walking through?
No. Another person called me and offered me 680 cash.
If they offered you 680 cash, I'd tell you to take it today. Just make sure that if they're going to lose their pants, and so you should take advantage of it while you can.
Yeah. She offered me 680, and she says, you can just leave, whatever you don't want to take. I said, I would not do that. I wouldn't do that to people. It's clean. I said, this is a clean house, not a dirty house. It's clean, it's nice, and and I'm going to miss it because this is where I wanted to live and retire. But I'm not going to leave my, retirement's no fun if you don't have your family.
I agree,
and I don't want to go down that road.
Exactly.
So,
Well, ma'am, I'd tell you get $10,000, $20,000 non-refundable from those guys. Make sure that they aren't going to drag you out for any reason, and take that 680 because that is going to be the best cash offer you'd ever get. I think it's a great offer for you.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Thank you for letting me know this because, I wasn't sure, and, I haven't been in the, I've been a realtor for many years, but I haven't been, in the market. I mean, I know you don't ever lose that knowledge, but, I don't know. I think it'll sell really quick because it's really cute on the inside, and I think people are going to like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll really make a difference. And, the pool, I don't know, some people are going to want a pool, some are not,
Exactly.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, we bought the pool because we had 8 children and they wanted a pool. So
great parents.
But for me, I'm over that pool stuff.
All the maintenance, the water goes green for some reason. You got to figure it out. I get it.
Well, it's just that it takes so much of your yard,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just as the kids have gotten older, less people use the pool, and it's more of an expense, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had pools 3 or 4 times. It's not like it's our first, but over here, it's not really hot enough for a pool to me. You know what I mean? So, we have really perfect weather, so you just don't really need the pool. So, but okay. Well, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that, and I'll talk it over with my husband and see what he says.
Okay.
Because by the time I pay, realtor their percent, then the 680 might be fine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling me back, and I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day, man.
Okay. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. That one went a little long, right? And typically we'll just throw for something like that, we like to try and
get on.
Or we have so many leads.
I got you.
Where we want to know, will this work? Will it not? We'll kind of anchor them down a little bit and see where they're at, and then we will we have people come back to us all the time because like we'll just shoot straight and be like, hey, this isn't. If someone's going to give you that, take it and run with it. But like you want to anchor them with the high EMD on them.
Yep.
Because like as I'm looking, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say we shit on wholesalers. Like immediately, like the moment you said 680, I'd be like, really? Did they show you proof of funds? No, they're gonna pay cash, but they don't have proof of funds for you. When you get the proof of funds, can you make sure it's a bank statement that they actually have the cash and not one of these people who say they have the cash and then have to go to the bank and get it and borrow it from them? And we just go in. And then when they don't perform, they're like, oh shit, he literally told me all of these things were going to happen. Because then we'll say, hey, they're going to come back to you after 30 or so days of trying to market it behind your back. They're going to come back to you and they're going to lower the price, right? And so it just doesn't make sense. So that's why we need you to be at the 6 if you really want to get it done. And we
don't go that deep. We should. We should like just scorch the earth. It does work with a lot of people because like we've just told them like what's going to happen. They'll come back to you. They're going to cut out your knees in 30 days.
Yep.
And then you're like, he told me this was going to happen. No problem. Just give me a call back and we can put something together because we're in the business of actually getting stuff done, not just locking stuff up to lock stuff up.
Yep.
But real quick, like the comps, bro. Her house is 1,300 square feet. This house,
I was looking for it. Yeah.
And so, like, that's a decent house. But then this one right here, 735, 1,300 square feet. Even if her house looks like this, if we were going to make anything happen, period, if we wanted to do an ovation, we need to be in the mid sixes.
Yeah, I would agree. We would have done the same thing. Now, you could tell that she had already spoken to multiple people as soon as you got on the phone with her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. So this Pennsylvania Ave one, it's an apartment complex, but I looked her up. I see it's a single family, but ownership information on it is not the same as the name.
We'll just call her and see
just
what happens.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we got more leads for you.
Hello?
Yes?
Is this Joyce?
Yes?
Hey, Joyce, this is Lewis. How's it going?
Okay, Lewis, and you're calling me because what?
Well, you had filled out a form, and I think I
want to sell my property, right?
Okay. I think when it came across though, something got jumbled on my end because it's telling me it's 1401 Pennsylvania Avenue. Is that accurate?
That is the exact address.
Okay. Is it an apartment building?
It's in a condominium.
Condo.
It's the first floor of this condo building. They're all businesses on the first floor. And mine is one of them.
Yours is on the first floor, but it's not a business.
Yes. It is a business. I own the real estate. I've been working there 46 years. Massaging hair, and I'm 75, so I'm ready to retire.
I would have never guessed that by your voice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Of course. Do you know which unit number it is?
102.
102. Okay.
And if you put the address, I did it on Zillow, I did it on my computer, and it'll show you, all the units on the first floor are businesses. Mm-hmm. Doctor, lawyer, massage, cosmetologist. They have a dentist. They have, a business for, that helps old people, if they need help. So the whole first floor is businesses.
Right. So you're not really looking to sell your business. You're just looking to sell your commercial space.
Real estate,
in the business.
The real estate.
I got
you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a buyer for you on that.
Okay.
But if you do have any other real estate, we might be.
No, sir. Sir, I asked your person if you weren't interested in the real estate not to call me. It's a waste of your time and mine, but have a good holiday. Thank you.
You too. You don't do commercial, right?
What was it? A mixed use?
A commercial condo. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
those will
As
be.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is a nightmare.
Yeah, not at all. I got another one for you. What was her name? Joyce
Joyce.
in Delaware.
Yes.
All right. Let me get you another one. It's not a quality at bat.
That's all right. I don't know if you'd be able to hear me on the computer if I do it.
If you share your screen, you can do it, but then you got to share the address because it'll share the sound.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There you go. Down in San Antonio.
Cool.
Your call has been forwarded. Hello?
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 Hey, is this Christina?
Yes.
Hey, Christina, this is Wales.
Yes. We are selling it?
You are selling it. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to pull it up on my end. Do you mind telling me a little bit about the property and what's going on?
It's on foreclosure, so means yeah.
Okay. How far behind?
3-bedroom,
3-bed.
3 beds, 2 baths.
Okay. Are you living in it?
Yes.
You are? Okay. What's kind of the timeline you're working with then?
Well, we got into October.
That's when the auction date is?
Yes.
Okay.
And we should be moving out either by the end of this month or the beginning of September.
So it'll be vacant at that time?
Yes.
Okay. And how many payments behind are you?
A couple.
Okay. Has the bank started sending paperwork constantly to you?
No.
No? Okay, that's
They
good.
have not.
That's good. Okay. And sorry. What about the condition of the property? Could you tell?
It's fair.
Okay.
There's not. I mean, like there's no broken stuff or anything. I mean, everything's usable. The rooms are good. Pretty much everything's pretty good.
Yeah. Does it look similar to what I could see on Zillow? Probably.
No. It
No.
was updated from that.
It was updated from that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how old the roof is?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. What about air conditioning?
It's central air.
Central air. Do you know how old that is by chance?
I don't know.
No. Okay. All right. Let me see. And so ideally, what would it be that you would be looking to do with this? I mean, obviously selling it, but is there a certain amount of money you were looking to make from this to be able to move on to the next venture?
I'm not trying to get rich off it. I'm just trying to get a little bit of money out of it.
Okay. Do you know what your payoff balance is?
Yes, it is 136.
Okay. And that includes the missed payments?
Yes, that includes everything. That's the whole payoff they gave us.
Okay. And do you happen to know the interest rate by chance?
I think around 2 something. I'm not sure.
Wow. Okay. Possible too. Okay. Let me see here. And how long have you been at this property?
For 4 years.
Okay. You got an FHA loan in 2021?
21.
Yes. Okay. Okay, awesome. Is there an HOA?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So I'm looking in the neighborhood here. It doesn't look like there's a ton of room to be able to give you a quick cash offer. That would allow you to essentially walk away without having to come to the closing table with some money. Is that an option for you guys?
Oh, yeah, it is.
It would be?
Yeah.
Okay. How much are you prepared to be able to bring to closing?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Right now, someone offered us something for us to have at least in our pocket to help us move. So we're just looking to see who gives a better deal right now.
Okay. Well, was that transaction them taking over your financing?
That was the closing costs and everything.
So they're
covering the closing costs. They're covering pretty much everything, and they're paying the whole thing.
okay. So they're paying all your back payments and your closing costs.
Yes.
Are they giving you any money to walk away with?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't you do that deal?
Well, right now we're literally just looking at who would offer the better.
But you know, every day that you wait, the bank is adding interest and attorney fees and missed payment fees to your balance.
We have a certain amount that before they add more, they gave us the whole estimate.
Oh, they gave you a little forbearance?
Yeah. No, not forbearance. Like before they start adding stuff, they gave us the whole payoff until they're gonna start adding more. I don't know how to explain it. If we don't pay it off by that certain date, then that's when they're gonna start adding.
Okay. And do you know how much money they were able to give you to be able to walk away with?
Yes, I think it was around 5.
Okay. What was it that you were looking for in order to put something together?
Around there. I mean, like I said, we're not looking to get rich off it. We're just looking to help us move. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. If I could get you a little bit more, would you be willing to do something like that? Because if I offer you cash, my cash offer is going to be significantly lower. It's going to be closer to about $86,000. And I know that it wouldn't make sense for you to have to come to the table with almost $50,000, right? Yeah. But I think in a situation where I can take over your interest rate and kind of make those payments on your behalf to the mortgage, I think that's probably the easiest way that I can pay more for the property, especially with the condition that it's in. So is that something you think you might be interested in? Because I would have to get approval for it, but I think that with the interest rate being at what it is, it might be something I could get approval for.
Like, what do you mean by
that? In what sense?
Like taking over.
Okay. So the other individual, I thought that I had just gone over this with you, but so essentially what we would look to do is in situations like this, where the house is worth roughly what you've paid for it and there's little to no equity in the property, what we typically do in this situation is we take over the mortgage for the property. Okay. And so the mortgage stays in place with you as the seller, and we take over the property and make payments on your behalf. We put the property into a land trust, which allows protection for both you and I, right? But this ultimately is a way that allows you to be able to walk away from this situation without having come to the closing table with any money and without having to have a foreclosure on your record. Typically, what we try and do is clean that foreclosure up so that your credit continues to increase over time.
No, because we need a little pocket money.
What, right. And that would also offer you pocket money as well.
Oh, I thought you said no on that. It was just that. Because someone offered us that before, earlier, and they're like, oh, we could do this. And they said that they would do the pocket. And right when we were going to start signing papers, they're like, oh, well, we can't do that after all. This is what we're going to do, and that's it.
Well, when
Like,
you
wait,
say
what?
when you say give you money in your pocket, you mean at closing give you money that you would be able to walk away with?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Because literally someone before told us the exact same thing you're saying.
Yep.
They said it.
They just said
And
they
we're
wouldn't
like,
give
oh,
you
we
any
would-
money.
No, they said they were. That they gave us an estimate, and they were like, okay, and we'll cover that, and whatever remains, that would be up for y'all. We're like, oh, okay. And I mean, it was like around, I think 6. And then once we were gonna start doing the paperwork, when we were reading through it, they changed the number, and they just did the whole thing. We're like, what happened? Why is it this number? And they're like, oh, well, we decided we can't do that.
No, so that's not how our company works and operates. So what we would do is, what I'm going to do is I would be looking to get approval on something like this. And so what we would do is you and I would come to an agreement of what you think is comfortable for you to be able to sign paperwork today. I can present it to the underwriter, make sure that it's okay for the company to purchase and move forward with. And at that point, if I get an approval and we write up the contract, I can write it up exactly as you and I had discussed it and make sure that there's no discrepancies. The way that we would do the transaction is I can make those back payments for you. I don't have a problem with doing that. I don't have a problem with paying your closing cost either. It's just I'm limited on how much I can actually put into these properties and how much I can spend on them. So I know that they'd be okay with giving me a $5,000 leeway on giving you money to be able to walk away at closing with $5,000. I just don't know if I'd be able to get more, and I'd have to get an approval on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I can talk to my husband about it.
Is your husband available now?
No, he's at work. He should be coming home within an hour or two.
In about an hour or two? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does he usually work this late?
Yes.
He does. Are weekends better for you guys then?
Yeah, he's usually off on the weekends.
Usually off on weekends. What time's usually good for you guys if we were to try and get together with the both of you on this?
It would have to be on the weekend, like around, I would say 2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay. So why don't we set up, what I want to do is I just want to text you with my contact information. This way you have it. So you know it's me when I'm calling, right? You could save my number in there. And then what we'll do is we'll plan to get together Saturday between 2 and 3. And I could kind of go over this with your husband and let him know what we're looking at in order to kind of get this done for you guys. Does this sound like something you think he would be interested in doing?
Honestly, I don't know. I would have to run it by him.
Okay. What do you think his biggest concern would be?
Honestly, it's just the moving thing.
What moving? What, this weekend?
No. It's just we're getting everything packed and everything, so he's just worried about moving right now.
Right. This is kind of on the back burner for you guys.
Yeah. So honestly, I'm the one talking to everyone, and he's just like, yeah, he's just working.
Yeah.
I have to tell him everything when he comes home.
I mean, it's probably a huge weight on his shoulders right now, especially while he's working and, you know, trying to do everything that he can. So I'm sure you're taking a huge weight off of his back by fielding these calls for him. And I mean, I think that it would probably make you guys feel better if you knew that you were able to kind of put this behind you, know you had a game plan, what you were going to do, and that somebody was able to step in and take care of this for you.
Yeah. So I'll let you know when he comes home. I'll text you and let him know if he agrees for the weekend.
Okay. Any reason you think he wouldn't agree?
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. All right. I don't want to badger you, but yeah, if you want to let me know when he is available, I can even try and give a call back later tonight. I know if he's been working all day, he's probably going to want to eat dinner and sit down and relax and probably not talk to a guy like me. Okay. So I'll keep an eye out for that text in about the next hour or so, and if not, I'll plan on reaching out maybe tomorrow and seeing if we were able to confirm for Saturday between 2 and 3. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Christina. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.
2 quality at bats, bro.
That's not a
Not a
bad
quality
one,
at bat. That's a quality at bat.
Yeah, I think she would go for it. I was already under the assumption somebody had ran through sub 2 with her. Probably shouldn't have assumed they ran through it well enough with her.
It sounded like they tried to sell it though, and it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, she said they offered 5K and then took it back.
Yeah,
which
so they
made
couldn't
me
get
want
it
to
sold.
take it back. Well, I didn't know if she was saying that they offered it on contract, but she didn't do it yet.
It sounded like she was under contract, and then they just came back and said, "Hey, we can't do the $5,000 anymore."
I thought what she was saying is she talked to somebody, they came back to her, and when they came back, the contract was different than what she agreed to beforehand. That's what I thought she was saying. Because if what I'm looking at, if she has a 2.8% interest rate, I don't know who wouldn't take that.
And it's a brand new house.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
should be newly in shape, and you should be able to rent that thing out.
Yeah, and at 2% interest rate, I mean, it says Section 8 on the photos. Like, you would be killing it on Section 8 at a 2% interest rate. I don't even need to know what it pays.
They're underwater though. You're right. Like when you're like, you're gonna have to bring $50,000. They bought it bad. Like the ass is falling out of San Antonio in this area, at least.
Yeah. It has an estimated value here, 178 on prop. That 2.8% interest rate is really what I was looking at.
And they usually don't come that good anymore, from what I've seen. Like it's hard to find them.
Yeah, it's very hard.
It's really hard to find them.
I was like, shit, you had 2.8? Yeah, it's not bad.
Any house we get that they bought after 2022 is essentially a dead lead for us.
Wow. Really?
Well, typically their interest rate will be shit.
Yep.
And they don't have enough equity to do even a novation that makes sense. Like if you think about it that way, like if anybody bought it after 2022, it really is a dead lead.
Yeah.
Unless they bought cash.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of times we try and just do sub 2.0 down.
I wouldn't even bother with a 6% interest rate sub 2.0 down.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, dude, we made $30,000 off a 6.5% interest rate last week. And I sold one of my sellers a sub 2 for $40,000. She made $60,000, and I said, "Hey, the down payment to get into this house is $40,000." She's like, "I can't believe I'm going to be a homeowner after going through bankruptcy."
Jesus, yeah. I don't know, bro. I just can't imagine selling a sub 2 at 6%. I don't do them because it's just like, who's going to buy this bitch? Because then I look at Rentometer
retail,
and I'm just like, bro, this is no fun.
That's the easiest one because it's like, dude, nobody wants this. People are, it's a nightmare. And so you're like, hey, look, here's the problem. Your interest rate's no bueno, but I have people that will buy this. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to be retail buyers who are looking for homes and they're contacting us or looking at our rentals. And that's what we're going to do is convert them from a rental into a rent-to-own situation with you, essentially. And then we kind of let them know, connecting them in the process and working through all of it. We try not rapid unless it's like a banger house that makes sense.
Yeah, because my thing is that creates so much effort for the dispo department to where it's like it'll clog up stuff fast and it doesn't simple. It's not simple in simple scales.
Well, and most of the time they're behind on payments. So then you're
Right,
working
and
on
so there
getting the bank
is
to fix it. Yeah. And that's why we'll give them $0. That's why what that person probably did was the same thing. Is like, dude, there's fees out the ass on this, but they're not thinking about not refinancing, about loan modding it. And so that was my first thought, is like, okay, I got to give her $5,000. I'm going to loan mod this, and then somebody will pay for the 2.8 interest rate.
yeah.
But on some of these other houses, I mean, it's the same thing. I try and do it to newer homes only, like these new construction homes that
A newer
everybody
home will
purchased.
work because there's no entry. You can't do it on an older home because the entry fee just blows everything up.
Yes, that's pretty much how we do it. Is like newer construction stuff.
Yeah, that 6% interest rate is wild. Your dispo guys, you need to give him more food. You need to
Dispo Dom on Instagram. He
Oh, Dom's your partner?
yeah.
Okay.
That guy who you had saw in the corner, yeah, that's it's Dom. So Dom and Sam are my two business partners. So Sam and I do acquisitions. Dom does dispo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see Dom's TikToks all the time of him dealing with you guys' bullshit, bro.
That
the
is
amount of
his whole
bullshit
life.
you guys have is insane.
That is what we've been saying recently. Is like, this is going to kill us. Yeah.
Yeah, but Dom needs one more person, because having to handle that is insane. On top of 67 other transactions, and then you have, because that one transaction is going to take someone days to get it finagled, get in the buyers, pitch the buyers. Like, bro, that is a whole thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why it all has to be like, we'll do, like I said, we'll do sub 2, and then I'll get a limited power of attorney right after.
And just, like, we have time.
Yeah, like, I'm just going to list this bitch, and it's going to have as much time as we need. And the seller already knows they are effed. So what else is, we're just going to make this happen and try and collect a fee along the way. I think the smallest fee we've collected so far is $7,000 or $9,000.
That's not terrible for something like that, but it is a lot of effort for $7,000 to $9,000 split, and then it's split 3 ways.
Oh yeah, we have like 10 employees here too. So I have a videographer and an editor. So yeah, it's split a lot of ways, and we have an in-house GC for our flips and rental portfolio.
Is the yield really there? Like, is it like a small deals pay the bills thing, or is it like there's so much time and energy into this, Dom could have sold something else and been easier?
That's what we've been discussing recently, and that's so we spent so much time building AI Speakly out that we kind of shut down the wholesaling, and not shut it down. We only did like deals from friends. We weren't paying for marketing or anything. Like, we were just doing JV deals basically, and we just got back. Like, last year we're just like, okay, we have to just go back into wholesaling, let the AI stuff kind of work through it, let the employees work through it. We can't shut down for 6-8 months at a time. So then we just got back into doing everything ourselves, trying to get it all set up, just bringing on as much as possible. But now, after like, it's been a year in this office, after that we've just like, this is too crazy, because when we were first getting started, we were closing everything when we had 20 and 30 transactions. But now, like in April, we got up to like 50, and now, like I said, we're at 67 and 3 flips. It's chaos. And like, I spoke to some lady the other day and I locked her up. She was happy. She called me the next day, wanted to cancel. I was like, you know what? Honestly, you can cancel, because you have a 6.5% interest rate on a sub 2. You're upside down. It is what it is. I'm not even going to argue with you.
Exactly. Like,
we'll tell people it's impossible to get out of a contract. Like, legitimately, if we know that there's 30 in there, 25 in there, no way. You got an easier chance of dying than getting this out of this contract, because we'll just close on and we'll make it happen.
You will. You're just like, all right, we got to buy this thing.
Yeah, we won't be happy about it, but we'll make it happen. But we usually don't ever come into that problem.
All right, let's call one more each.
Yeah.
And I've made the same mistake though, of fucking winding down the wholesale to pursue something else, but then all the cash stops coming in. That funded everything.
Yep. Now it's just looking at more profitable things, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. My boy texted me. Pull up chat. Dude, my boys are going off in here. Like an idiot.
In the IG chat?
Yeah. Dom said to me, he goes, we're at 71 deals as of today.
Jesus, bro. What a stud.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one says inherited house.
Okay.
Nothing. All right, I got one for you.
Okay. Alexa, pause.
Nothing.
No, I'll double that tapping it though.
While this is dialing,
Yeah.
try reb.com. You get $2,500 in free leads if you put in. Should pick up. If you put in $5,000, you get a free $2,500. Killer deal.
What is
and
it?
all of these leads, try reb.com. These leads have been bangers for us.
Message for
Yeah.
Because these have all been really quality at-bats.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes with PPL, you never know what you're getting. These guys have a great refund policy. They generate quality leads. They do a lot of SEO shit too, which is great.
Do that.
Yeah.
hold.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, is this Gwen?
Yes.
Hey, Gwen, this is sixth.
Yes.
Did you happen to sell that?
No, I haven't.
No? Okay. I'm going to pull it up on my side. Can you tell me a little bit about the property and what's going on?
It's a three bedroom, 2 bath. It was built in either 75 or 78.
Okay.
But my birds are screaming. It belongs to my brother, and he has to sell it because he has to move into a assisted living center.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to sell it, and it'll be within the next couple of weeks.
Within the next couple of weeks. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And are we using the proceeds from the sale to pay for the assisted living facility, or is this
Yes.
something he'll be able to
Yeah.
do beforehand?
No.
No.
It has to be. Yeah, he has to sell it in order to be able to move in.
And is it just your brother? Or is his wife?
No, his wife is deceased.
Okay.
It's just him.
Okay. And do you know about the condition of the property at all by chance?
I think it's in fairly good condition. Maybe some cosmetic stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's really in pretty good condition.
Okay. And have you been there recently at all?
No.
No.
My sister was there last year, and she said that she thought it was pretty good condition. And so, and I'm trying to get some pictures of the inside of it. I don't. I live in Virginia, and the house is in Washington, and we're going out there next week.
Oh, you're coming out there. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna check it out.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And we got to move out his junk too. So
Yeah. Do you know if he's got a ton of stuff in there?
he does.
He does. Okay. Would you guys
And
need
so-
help with that?
Possibly.
Okay.
He's a musician, and he has a lot of instruments, drum set, and I've already contacted somebody about selling those or donating those to them. But yeah, he's got a lot of stuff, and I was actually going to call like 1-800-JUNK or something like that, because he has like sheet music, boxes and boxes of sheet music that we're going to get rid of.
Oh wow.
And yeah, because like I said, he played in 5 different bands and sang in choirs and stuff, so he has a lot of musical stuff there.
Okay. So that might be a little bit of a project.
Oh yeah, it will be.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's kind of the time frame that we're working within on this?
He needs to be. He's right now in a rehabilitation center, and he's leaving on the 8th.
Okay.
Of next month
Of September.
So we've got to move very quickly.
Oh, so you're trying to get him in by the 8th of September.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So really, even going with an agent really isn't an option right now.
I guess it wouldn't move fast enough.
No, because it's going to take 30 days for the financing with the mortgage company to kind of get everything straightened out, and then you got to get it ready to list on market and then marketed and all of that stuff, walkthroughs, especially now with like the interest rates at 6.5%. It's a lot harder to find buyers these days. A couple of years ago, no, not so much of an issue.
Right.
How far are you from your brother's house?
I live in Virginia.
Okay, so it's across the country.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. And so, did you have an idea? I mean, being that you're moving so quickly on in, did you have an idea of what you were looking to get for it?
Yes.
Okay. There's a huge side of that.
What's that?
There was a huge side of that.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping at least 500,000.
Okay. Where did we get that from?
I looked at the records from the county. And what they had it listed as, and I don't know how accurate that is.
Yep.
And then looking at also houses that have sold in that area.
Okay.
And so that's what I kind of came up with.
Okay. So you're talking about like the tax assessed value?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
that's what's on the
It's hard to base it on that. And the only reason I say it's hard to base it on that is because the government, they always have your hand in your pocket, and they're always trying to
Right.
take money from you. So it's in their best interest for your house to be as highly priced as possible in an effort to kind of get tax money from you. Let me just take a look here and see what I see in the area.
Okay.
So his photo's hard to get, but let's see. Okay. Little red garage. You're not really sure about the interior of the home, right? Like cabinets or bathrooms or anything like that?
As far as how they look?
Yeah.
No, I'm not really sure. But like I said, my sister was out there last year and stayed with him, and she thought everything looked pretty good.
Okay. I was trying to look at it on my side because I do see comps over there, but I only see one at 500. Everything else I'm seeing is at 400 or below. And I'm a little concerned since you haven't been able to go there. We're basing it on last year's information. So it makes it a little bit harder for me. So let me just, oh man, every time I click out. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the local houses in the neighborhood to see check them out and see what they've been selling for. But every time I click in and out, it removes me. So I do see the house down the street that had sold. Okay. But it looks like his neighbor, because we're on a main street, not necessarily in the neighborhood. His neighbor on 66th Ave got 410. But it looks like it took them like almost 4 months to do that. Yeah. Now, do you happen to know how much it's going to cost to get your brother into assisted living?
Yeah, I just actually talked to a lady, and she said it's like a $3,000 move-in fee.
Okay.
And then plus, they have to assess him to determine what the monthly fee would be.
Assess him as in like how much care they need to take?
He needs, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So I did this with my mom a few years ago, and I know her level of care was on the high end, and she was paying $6,000 a month. So I'm sure it's that or more.
Right.
Because you have to pay the move-in fee and then the first month's.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think, let me just see. Let me pull this up. I think for us, I mean, I can make it happen rather quick. I think September 8th might be a little quick for us to run title and make something like that happen. I would think they could probably get it done in about 14 to 15 business days. We're going to have that holiday next week, so it's going to mess up a little bit with next week. But would 3 weeks still be something, 3 weeks from now, still be something that would work for you? Would you guys be able to help your brother until then?
No, I can't. He's really needs like help lifting him and stuff, and I can't lift him. My sister and I are going out there. We'll be out there for 2 weeks, but he's out of he has like 100 days of insurance that they'll pay for where he's at now, and he's like at 97 days, or he'll be at 97 days on September the 8th, and that's that's why they were saying, he probably needs to leave because he won't have any more days. Yeah, I wish we had that time.
Okay, so you basically need the $3,000 by the 8th.
Yes.
Okay. What if I was able to get you the $3,000 by the 8th, but we weren't able to close on the property that fast?
That's probably doable. I mean, I still have to pay for the first month's rent, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he would probably pay you back, right?
Oh, definitely. With the houses. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I think if everything had turned out, well with the property, I think if we could get over there quickly and kind of assess everything, I think that we could probably find a way to make that happen for you by the 8th, if you were looking to do that. But I just don't think that we'd be able to close that fast. That's what my concern is.
Right.
I don't think the title company would be ready because I want to be able to get a warranty deed on the property. That would be rather important to me.
Yeah.
What would you guys do if like, let's say I couldn't make that happen? What would you guys do? Because there's really only like 11 days.
Yeah. I guess we would have to come up with the money between me, my sister and,
yeah,
and well, it's just the two of us. So,
yeah. Yeah, because I think we could close quick. Would you? I wouldn't be able to do that $500,000 price. I know that I wouldn't be able to do that just with what your neighbors are really actually selling for, like on 66th Street, not in the neighborhood.
Right.
And then plus, we're doing it in a very, very short time frame, and there's no realtors, agent fees, and we're going to pay all of the closing costs. Do you think that you and your sister would be willing to put something together with us if we were under 400,000? I just don't want to go and ask financing if they would be willing to do something, if that's not something you guys think would make sense for you.
No, I think actually that would be okay.
Okay. Give me just a second here. Let me see what I can do on my end. Would you be okay if I just put you on hold for a quick second to get with them?
Sure.
Cool. So,
I love it. You gonna try and go Novation long and pay for the initiation fee and the rent? Because like that cash offer is gonna be mighty low, bro.
Oh, I know.
That cash offer is gonna be mighty low. What do you think it's worth? I think it's worth probably 500 if it's on a main street.
What would you have offered?
I put in here 300K or lower.
I was literally going to say 322.
I had it at 325, but it's on a main street.
Yeah.
So like 300 is probably, I mean, maybe 310 just to kind of soften the blow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're going to give them that initiation and then you give them the initiation.
Well, what I'll do is I'll work something out with the company.
Yeah.
We'll just give him the purchase contract. We do it all the time. It's like, dude, he's going to have fucking huge proceeds. Just wait it out.
But 310, I think that's the cash number that works out if they're pressed on that. Yeah. Because they obviously can't do an ovation, and that company's not going to wait that long.
No, she will.
Even as I'm talking about the other company, the housing company.
She'll put up the money for him in the meantime. She's basically already said that. Her and her sister are going to have to do it, and she does. They're going to have to do it. She's aware.
So,
but I don't think she's going to be happy with my offer.
310. I think you could sell it novation wise at 4. Maybe. So if we're at 400.
You mean give her 4?
No.
Oh yeah, no.
I think your novation offer would be around 345.
Okay. That was way lower
I'm-
than I was gonna go. I like that.
But I mean, I always factor in 4% in commissions.
Oh yeah.
So you can add in another 8 that puts you at, call it 355. You want to make 30 grand on it. You want to give yourself a 5 grand budget for credits.
Yep.
1% in closing costs.
Yeah.
What would you have done?
I probably would have gone with 360 and made Dom deal with it. I'm just kidding. But I probably would have locked it up in that 350, 360 range. I was going to offer 322 cash. I just felt like she was going to lose it if I said just cash. So I was going to offer her novation as a secondary option. But I'm trying to figure out how to come up with the timeline.
The timeline thing is the issue with the novation and how much they want to actually do it.
Yeah.
The other thing I've done when we're dealing with people where they have to negotiate with the third party, like you said, like, hey, I'll call them. We've had to do this before. We'll work this out with them. We'll get a lien on the house on their behalf.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could do that. They're going to be made whole regardless.
Yeah.
And that,
I think that
honestly, that one might be that was some fire right there, if I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Let me see if I can get her back. Hey, Gwen.
Yes.
Okay. So I spoke with my finance partner. I have good news. I have bad news. Okay. Good news is I was able to come up with 2 different offers for you that'll work. They're going to be slightly different. But I think both of them are really good options for you. And one of them should definitely make sense and work for you. Okay. So with the speed that we're looking for and the advance on proceeds, our cash offer, to make sure we're in a safe spot with what we have as new construction selling nearby and being on the main road, what I can do for an offer is we would be at 306 400.
6, 400. Okay.
Yep. What do you think about that?
It's something I didn't tell you. He has a mortgage. He took out an equity loan on the house, and
Okay.
it's $132,000.
On top of his regular mortgage, or just the
Well,
132,000?
the house is already paid off. So
Okay.
It's just,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's just-
then, if that's at 132, probably after all fees, let's call it 135 just to be safe. Okay.
Mhm.
That would leave you with $171,400.
Okay.
Do you think that would get it done?
I don't know. I don't know how long he's going to live.
I know. That's the very hard thing. Yeah.
Yeah. He still gets pension. He has 2 pensions and Social Security.
Okay.
And I don't think he has any other money in savings.
Okay.
And so,
Well,
I don't know. What's the other offer?
I was going to say I have one more. It would give a little bit more money, but it's going to be a little trickier, and you and I are going to have to work together on this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I could do is we have third-party companies that we work with, hedge funds, investors, lined up buyers for the properties that we fix and flip. We fix and flip a lot of houses nationwide. So we have a lot of people lined up looking for properties from us. Typically, we sell properties to hedge funds in large lots, 20, 30 at a time. But we do like to also market our properties to the individuals who have inquired on previous flips that we've done, or just local to the area. That offer that I could give you, again, we'd be willing to work with you to help make sure that your brother can get transferred over to his facility and that everything would be okay there. But that offer is going to have me at $342,300. So that would give almost $36,000 more to you guys. The only difference is that this solution is going to take me about 90 days to accomplish for you. But for every 30 days, you're getting about $10,000.
Okay. And so on the second offer, you could give me advanced money so he could move in.
I think that would be no problem, but I also think that I could probably negotiate with the facility that he'd be going to and just let them know that we're looking to obviously purchase the house and take it down, and that we would just have a 90-day window. I think that if I was able to talk to them and kind of let them know what was going on, that he has, a little over, that would almost put him at 200,000 in proceeds. So I could say, hey, look, we're willing to give you guys in advance, willing to let you guys know that we're doing what we're doing. The house is going to be done in 90 days. And there's going to be about 200K in proceeds to him. And I think that, that should be no problem for them to be willing to work with us. They usually are willing to work with us in situations like that. So I'd be okay with that if that's something you guys would be willing to work with on us.
Okay. Can I talk to my sister and then talk with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to schedule a time to talk with her, or do you just want to call her now?
She's not home right now, but if we could do it tomorrow.
Sure.
Is that? And your name again was?
My name is Lewis.
Lewis.
Yes.
Okay. And you're with?
Simple Cell.
Okay.
What was your sister's name, Glenn?
Gracie.
Gracie. Do you guys live together?
No, she was in Pennsylvania.
Whereabouts?
Oh my God. It's outside of Philadelphia. I don't remember the name of the town that she lives in.
Bucks County?
Not sure.
No? Okay. That's where I'm from. I'm from just outside of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Okay. So when would be a good time for us to connect back on this?
We can talk tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe around 10 a.m.
Okay. I could do 10 a.m. Okay. 10 a.m. And then I would call you and you're going to three-way your sister in?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. So let's plan on 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll get together on this and I'll kind of go over everything again with her as well.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Great.
Sounds good,
Okay.
Glenn. Thank you so
Liz.
much. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Let's go, bro. Always make the offer. Let's fucking go.
I can't believe she would have done the 306.
I think she would have gone with the 306, bro.
I think she would have, but I feel better with the novation.
Yeah, it gives you more exits. I think. What's our
And
novation? I had our novation exit at 400.
Yeah, and she was willing to do 342, 300. The weird numbers get people.
Because there's one over there that sold for 449 off of Douglas, and I think that's what we're looking at. It's just like a regular dated house. Let me check. No, this one's a little bit more new. Let me share my screen with you real quick, and then you can go so your wife doesn't kill you.
She's texting me.
All right, so this one right here, this is the one. 2,700 square feet, 4.3, 449. But like, look at these rooms, bro.
Yeah, I was almost anticipating that's what his place was going to look like.
It has to look like this just with more shit. If she said there's like sheet music everywhere, there's for sure more shit in there.
I figured. I was hoping she was going to tell me there was actual shit everywhere. This way it would come in even cheaper. But she went from 500 to at least
305, bro. She would have taken 305.
I think she would have. I probably should have just said we only had the one offer, but I felt like the Novation was the best strategy just in case. Because I didn't want to tell her I could close in 10 days, basically.
That would be brutal, bro. It'd be with a holiday coming up right now, bro. You couldn't get it done.
Yeah. That was I was just hoping that would be good shell shock for her to go with the Novation route. But I mean, I think she'll go with it. Now, here's the question: how do we? What do I? Just JV with you afterwards? What do we do?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So is that how you normally would do it? Lock it up and then okay. Yeah. Cool. So
bro, what a banger. Guy, real quick, we gotta plug the PPL company. TryREB.com.
For sure.
They have a Labor Day weekend sale going on. Put $5,000 down. You get $2,500 back. And that was what? 5 phone calls? I think I
only made 2 or 3, and I have 2.
And I made 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Like, so that's banger leads. And this one, it should be a $30,000 Novation, I think.
Yeah, that was a good one. We've not used any PPLs, so I'm definitely interested to see what these guys can do. We're definitely gonna have a conversation with them. Do you have a link? Do they?
Yeah, TryREB.com.
Oh, that's yours. Okay, I got you.
That's my link. Whenever for your education, whenever you're pushing links, just buy a good website. It is so much easier to drive traffic to it and actually allocate it to where if you have like realestatebees.com/Lewis, it gets lost in the sauce.
That is the exact issue that I've had. Is all of my affiliate links are like that, and I'm always like, dude, I send this to so many people. How do we only have 3 people signed up?
Yeah, we go buy the domain, forward the domain, and so that I got that from Pace, like the king of education right now.
Yeah, I like that. That's definitely a move for sure. We got to connect, bro. We're gonna have to. Gonna have to swap stories for sure.
For sure, bro. And I do a bunch of these lives too. And if you, I know these guys are always looking for more affiliates too, so they'd love to work.
Yeah, dude. We do like my partner's. He had a kid on Monday. He would do this shit with you all day long. Like this gets his rocks off. He loves this, and he wants to argue with the sellers. He wants to fight with them. And then close them. Like that's his goal.
I love it, bro.
I got to get you guys. I got to get you guys on one, and then it'd be interesting, dude. We do a training on Wednesdays at 1. You're West Coast, so I mean it's a little bit behind for you. It's a little earlier, but we do it every Wednesday. We only get about 40 people in it every week. But we've been pitching the idea of like bringing other people in with their experience and just having them be able to chat with the group, talk, give them game plans. Some, I would say probably just like anything else, 80-20, right? Like 80% are doing nothing, 20% are doing everything in there. It's the same deal. I got like 5 to 10 guys in there that are just sending us deals and everybody else is just listening and asking questions. But I don't know if that's something you're interested in. Probably could set something up.
Let's do
it. You on there, yeah. Because I mean, it's a pretty cool little thing. We just do the same thing. We just live call, and people are just like, "I can't believe you said that shit." And your guys' pitch is so much different than ours that I think it would be dope to let them hear different variations.
As far as what?
Well, because you're offering white glove service, we're wedging in with hedge funds because we have those relationships, but we're, like I had said to her, we have hedge funds, I have investors, and then I have retail individuals for the properties we flip. I let them know all of the options we do have, but I mean, when you're putting something on market and they're coming with their realtor and they have 3 kids, it's really hard to say they're an investor or a hedge fund.
We just said, bro, we say we have a network of nationwide buyers. We'll
Right.
just make sure we just lean into hands off. And we need to get better at your problem solving ability, right? Of like, hey, what if we could do this? Because that's what's going to get that thing to the finish line. We've been trying to get a hold of this woman for like 2 days. Haven't been able to get a hold of her.
Really?
And then and so with our white glove thing, it's just like, hey, here's what we'll do. You don't have to lift a finger. We'll negotiate everything. If we have to fix up anything, because like we make them sign 3 agreements: the original purchase, the novation indemnification, and then the POA.
Oh, you get the novation identification right away. We haven't had any problem with that recently. Nobody's asked us for it. Like the last 8 months. And it might just be the verbiage in our contract.
We like, if we have a POA, we don't need it.
Okay.
But then I like it because I say, if we put in any effort into this house, like, you guys can't back out on us. They're like, oh yeah, we'd never. And so then they like, now they're even more committed.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, if we do have to like put in something, like, you can't just like back out on us. Like, what if you put some money into a house and then someone said, go kick rocks? Well, how would you feel?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, never would I ever do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And for like, we're doing one in Idaho. They needed our novation indemnification agreement.
Yeah, I could imagine certain places do, but as of recent, we haven't been asked at all for them, so we've just been rocking without them.
With a POA?
Yeah, just with the POA, and that's it. And they're fine. And then we get them just to sign at closing. Usually the title company says as long as they're aware of what's going on, we're okay.
That's dope. World-class title in Florida is that way for us. Like, they don't really need much. Yeah.
Yeah. You who's the other one? Freedom title.
We don't use them. If it's in Florida or Texas, we're using Easy REI. I don't know who we're using right now. Out in here in California, we use Chicago. Like, we just use a Fresno title company and we can just do whatever we want. And we have a really good rep who gets it all.
Right.
And we can do the whole state.
Dang. Okay. All right. How often do you do these?
Bro, I do 2 lives a week. So what we do is we'll do on Mondays, we'll do a live calling session of coaching our students.
Yep.
Of like getting leads, and then like, hey, make the calls, we'll coach you live. And then we showcase off one of the PPL companies that we use. And then on Thursdays or Fridays, I'll do one with another influencer. And we'll do it that way.
Okay.
Right. So that way, like, we can get 2, we get work in, I get to talk to another operator, like, okay, well, that's a good idea. We need to implement that. Yep. Right. And so like we get to do both. And so it works out really well. We
have been talking about trying to do live every day.
Don't do it.
And
unless it's a I did a 0 to 1 million challenge last year, and I was going live every day, and there's no urgency or scarcity to show up to the live.
Yep.
It was the biggest thing, to where if you do it twice a week and like there's a specific purpose with them,
right,
it's worth a lot more to show up. If it's every day, then like, well, I'll just catch the next one.
That's what I was wondering, but dude, Pace is on nonstop.
But he's on nonstop to the people who paid $10,000.
I know.
So like, it's a big difference. Like, those people are in there and they're wanting more. Like, if for our paid students, I could do a call every day.
Yeah.
And we'd still get people showing up, but it'd still be less people.
Right.
Because there's no urgency.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could see how limiting it would be better. And I like the flow of what you're doing too. You get, like you had said, looking at another operator one day a week and then coaching the other day.
And so that way it's good and it's not too much and it's 2 different things.
Yeah.
So like the audience gets 2 different, like, hey, well, I'm actually like getting live coaching feedback on this one. Yep. And then on the other one, it's just like, hey, here's how I'm making calls and here's how this other operator is making calls. And then they can see like how the business really works. Right. And I think of like Steve Trang is a good friend of mine. His podcast blew up because he brought on like the best of the best and operators. And that's what people wanted. So like with the influencer one, like you get both same. Like you get the very beginning. With the operator one, you get like as high level as you can. We'll talk shop, call leads, right? And so they get that aspect of it too, of what it could be.
Right. I like that. How long you been doing it for?
We just started this. I was doing live once a week, and I was like, you know what? The twice a week would be good. I think I've been doing the twice a week for like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Last year, I went hard and I went live like every day
Yeah. 0 to 1,000,000. How many days?
for 6 months. I fell flat on my face because I tried to do everything nationwide. And like I said, bro, we locked up like 30 contracts in a month and just burnt a bunch of cash. Didn't know what we were doing. Because selling deals in California, way different than selling a deal in fucking Indiana. Like in California, bro, if I get a good deal, it's done. Like you don't need a dispo department.
Yep.
You just send out an email and everybody's like, oh, cool, bro. I'll take it. Like that works for me.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, much harder unless you're in a good major metro.
Yep. And you have to have the system already down. You have to have everything ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah. It took us a while the same way. If we would have tried that challenge when we switched it back over from AI into PPC, we would have done the same thing. It's tough. But
are you all
I'd be
PPC right now? PPC and Facebook?
No, a lot of it's JV right now.
Oh, you did say a lot.
A lot is PPC. We do a lot of PPC. We do some with AI, but a lot is just JVing and PPC. Because what we'll do is on our training, we'll like, hey, bring us the lead that you couldn't convert, and we'll convert it. And then we'll literally we'll talk to one person for an hour and a half on the whole Zoom, trying to close them.
Sounds about right. If it's like a good one.
Yeah, and we'll just close them out for the team, and then we'll literally give it back to the individual. And it's like, if you want a JV. If not, you can take it on your own. Nobody's ever taken it on their own. Everybody always JVs, and we've had a handful of people like, just give me a couple bucks, and you guys do whatever you're gonna do with it, and then we'll like flip it or whatever. Because we've had some bangers on there that my partner's locked up, and then we're like, shit, now what? How do we get that for so cheap, and now we're gonna give it away? But you got to do it,
Exactly. But yeah, bro, I'm down to do more lives.
Yeah, a
lot of people are scared. I'm not gonna lie. I have to search long and hard to find people with like a decent brand to call people live.
Like Dom and Sam will both do it with you. If you give them 30 minutes notice, they'll both hop on and do it. We're like, it's 8:15. My lady's gonna kill me. But like, if we could do 4 or 5 in the afternoons, we would hop on with you guys every week. I think what you should do is you should get on with Dom next week
and try and sell some shit.
Yeah, see if he could sell some shit.
Yeah,
just switch it up a little bit. It's a complete Dispo is huge. Whatever you're making content on, make it on Dispo and putting out fires, because
that, bro, that's the name of the game. I just got a text message from a woman saying, on Innovation, it needs to close by the end of the month or I'm out.
Yeah,
like, ma'am, it's not going to work that way. The bank's not going to take your house. We'll be okay. I'll call you in the morning.
Yep. Yeah. And so that's the fires he's just dealing with every day, and he just records them, and I'll get like 2,000 views. He'll get 10,000. I think the other day he's like, oh, I got 17,000 views today. I'm like, dude.
It's because, bro, nobody realizes how fucking the craziness comes out in like the dispo process. You'll know that, like, with this woman, we knew she was squirrely just by the way we were fucking interacting with her.
Yeah.
Like last story, bro. Then you can go back home to your girl. We put it on the market. 9 people showed up at her door, like unannounced.
Yeah.
And so she's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm calling the cops, blah, blah, blah. Like, ma'am, calm down. Calm down. Everything's going to be fine. But yeah, this woman's been insane.
One of those. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me get back to her before I get killed here. But you definitely want to do one of these again.
I lost him, guys. Well, don't forget to go to tryreb.com. If you put in $5,000, they will give you $2,500. Banger of a deal. You just saw we called 5 leads. Probably we will get 1 locked up for sure, like 1 full contract, no questions asked. It'll be a killer. This has been a long live for us too. We don't usually go live for 2 hours. We can't wait to see you guys there. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.